Okay, everyone, I am back, and we are recording part two of reading Master Slayer, my friend's story of Tale of the Red Crystal. So, let's continue part two of the Crystal Arc. 2001, Rock Hill Laboratory. 3 years later, in a sterile lab in Rock Hill, the crystal had found its keepers. The facility buzzed with the low hum of machinery, floor, fluorescent lights casting sharp shadows across scattered research notes and complex equipment. At the heart of it all, it was the containment chamber where the red crystal posed with an almost hypnotic glow. Glovin, 43 years old, a cautious and experienced scientist with a reputation for unwavering discipline, oversaw every detail across the lab. Technicians and researchers moved purposely in one corner. Lyra, 24 years old, an inquisitive technician, studied a stream of data on her monitor. "Look at these energy fluctuations," she murmured to her colleague Marcus. "The crystal's signature is off the charts," Marcus replied, eyes fixed on his own readings. "I've never seen anything like it. It's as if it's alive." Meanwhile, Cole, 21 years old, Glovin's younger partner, worked in a quieter section of the lab. He was busy soldering intricate circuits for an experimental apparatus meant to capture the crystal's subtle energy variations. Yet every so often his gaze drifted toward the containment chamber. The red glow beckoned him, a silent promise of secrets waiting to be unlocked during a routine team briefing in the cramped conference room. Glovin addressed the group with a measured one. "We're dealing with forces we barely understand. The crystal's power can transform everything, but if we're not careful, ambition might lead us down a dangerous path." Cole, seated at the back, couldn't help but lean forward as he listened, his mind buzzed with possibilities and questions no one else dared to voice. Later that evening, as the lab's activity dwindled and most of the team departed, Cole lingered. He walked dimmed workstations until he reached a reinforced chamber. There, the crystal's pulsing light painted the walls in eerie red hues. Sitting in a rickety stool, Cole pulled out a worn notebook and began sketching diagrams. "The energy readings. There's a pattern here," he whispered to himself, tracing the curves of the glow on paper. His voice was filled with a mix curiosity of scientific curiosity and a personal longing for discovery, one that hinted at ambitions beyond mere research. As he leaned closer, almost in reverence, Glovin reappeared from down the hall. His eyes caught the intensity on Cole's face as he studied the shimmering artifact. Concern furrowed Glovin's brow as he stepped forward. "Cole, what are you doing? Don't even think about touching it. You know, it is surged with evil in it." Glovin's voice was stern, laced with concern. Cole, without looking away, replied, "Relax, okay? I'm just examining it. No need to, no need to be harsh, Glovin. I know exactly what I'm doing, and that's okay. Listen to me, okay?" Glovin insisted, stepping closer. "This crystal is dangerous. I've seen what it can do. It's consumed others before, twisted them into something unrecognizable. We had to put them down. They were beyond saving." Cole's eyes flickered with curiosity and defiance. "I know what you are saying, but what if I could harness it, make it safe, useful, even beneficial? We can use this together to help save the planet. What do you think of that?" "No," Glovin snapped. "It's too dangerous, especially for someone young like you. You don't understand what you're dealing with. Its power could corrupt you and harm you instead of doing what you need to do with it." Cole clenched his fist, frustrating, tightening his jaw without an underword. He turned on his heel and stormed out of the lab, leaving Glovin behind with a weary sigh. He moved quickly through the sterile hallways, his shoes clicking against the pristine tiles. Every step felt heavier as his mind raced. He passed by other researchers, their chatter blending into an indistinct None of them knew what they were dealing with. None of them understood. Reaching his office, Cole shut the door behind him with more force than necessary. He leaned against it for a moment, taking a deep breath before pushing off and pacing the dim light from his desk lamp and cast sharp shadows along the walls, mirroring the thoughts twisting in his head. He glanced at the notes scattered across his desk, reports detailing failed attempts to harness the crystal's power, restrictions placed by higher-ups, warnings from Glovin. It was all nonsense. Fearful men trying to smother him, something greater than themselves. Running a hand through his hair, Cole let out a quiet chuckle, shaking his head. Foolish Glovin. Letting that crystal sit and rot, he muttered. His voice carried a sharp edge, his words gaining strength as he spoke. He doesn't see it. None of them do. This power isn't meant to be locked away. It's meant to it's it's meant to protect, to defend. His eyes flickered with conviction as he continued. The problem isn't the crystal, it's the people who try to use it, the reckless, egotistical, blinded by their own arrogance. They don't think, they only see something to control, to exploit. Cole's pacing slowed as a thought settled deep in his mind. They'll study it, hide it, and eventually try to surpass it. I won't let that happen. I'll take it. No one will stop me. He turned to face the desk, planting his hands on the surface as his lips curled into a smirk. I'll make Glovin understand. He'll see the truth once. It's too late to stop me. His grin widened, a glint of something dark flashing in his eyes. But that's not at all. But that's not all I have planned for the future. The office remained silent, save for the faint hum of the overhead lights outside the lab. Continued its work, unaware that a shift was already in motion. Okay, I am now done with part 2 of reading the Crystal Arc for chapter 1, and I will do a part 3 of continuing reading. And yeah, I must say, I'm really liking this story so far. It is so freaking awesome, man. Slayer, if you are watching this video, I just want to say, keep up the good work, man. This is amazing. I am absolutely mind blown by how this is turning out so far. But yeah, I'm gonna post this video and I'll do a part 3 of reading this part. So yeah, peace.